Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today I'm going to be reviewing LEGO Spider-Man No Way Home set number 76195, Spider-Man's Drone Duel. This has 198 pieces, 2 minifigures, and it retails for $20 in the US. This was released on October 1st, and it is one of the 2 sets inspired by previous movies in the MCU Spider-Man franchise, which is why it has Vulture, but the suit that Spider-Man's wearing here is straight out of the No Way Home movie, so it's kind of just a weird mishmash. Here's the awesome black and gold Spider-Man suit. We don't really have a name for this, everyone's just been calling it the black and gold suit, but it appears to be his outfit when it's turned inside out, like just the regular black and red suit, because the lining looked like this in Homecoming, so I'm really interested to see what causes him to turn his suit inside out in the movie. It's rumored that he gets paint splashes on it, which sounds kind of stupid to me, but I think that this would be a really awesome thing for him to wear against Electro. We do get gold webbing in this set, first time ever, and I really love these web pieces and they look fantastic in gold, but I'm just going to go ahead and get that out of the way so that you guys can see more of the suit details itself. Like I said, this is just a gorgeous figure. I'm really happy with this. I know a lot of people have been kind of divided on what they think about this suit, but I'm just really happy to see that it has arm printing. All of the Spider-Man minifigures in these No Way Home sets are pretty deluxe for just regular LEGO Marvel sets. And honestly, there's not really anything I would improve about this one. It would be nice, of course, to get side leg printing and side head printing, but those are not needed whatsoever. I just really, really like this figure. This Vulture minifigure is just absolutely insane. It's very heavy. He's got a huge built-up like wing jetpack assembly on his back. I've had to put him on a 1x2 brick. That's not included in this set. I actually stole it from the Eternals Rise of the Domo set because I have it sitting next to me on the table. And I really love the original Vulture figure, but I never really liked his helmet because it was just like the flat Iron Man one. I really like what they've done here using these pieces from Sky Police for LEGO City. I actually wanted to do this myself like back in 2018, but I just never bought the pieces to do it. So I'm really glad that LEGO's done it. But for now, let's focus on the wings. I really love the built-up wings on the original Vulture figure from 2017. It is one of like my favorite Marvel minifigures. And I think these ones are pretty successful. I think I like the old ones just a little bit better, but these ones do have like some pretty impressive turbines on them, and they're very heavy, like I said, which is why he really wants to fall down, but you've got some nice stickered detail back there. I just don't love part of the way that they move, so they're a lot better in terms of sizing, like just like next to a minifigure. I think that they work a lot better. And you do have like these adjustable wing tips, but I don't like that they're on just like regular bar and clip hinges over here. It makes them, like I said, just really, really heavy. So if you're trying to like fly him around, like they move a little bit too easily for me. I would have preferred if there were ratcheted joints on there, because I believe the older one had ratcheted joints, and I just liked that better because I think it made it easier to pose him up. Like this figure, it's going to be like a lot harder to get him to stay in poses, but as you can see, they are really flexible, and I love the Vulture as a villain, and I just love being able to like fly LEGO versions of him around. And you do have some very nice stickered like designs on the wings, but again, there are an obscene amount of stickers on the wings. Like while I was building this, like you've got 10 on the front, and then you've got another 1 on the back. That is quite a lot. Here's a closer look at the minifigure without all of that. Sorry, you can see the reflection of my ring light in his helmet there. But you can just flip that visor up, and then he's got that really nice kind of like breathing tube piece. Great torso design. He just has a regular stud shooter and a purple diamond. And then at the back, he does have one of those clear neck brackets that you can attach the wings. And with the extra junk removed, you can get a better look at his face print and torso print. Really love both of those, like I said. And then he even gets an alternate face print and great back printing. I really, really like that alternate face print. And I mean, it might have been nice to get one that was just like completely flesh colored and a hairpiece, but I just think that it's really awesome that he got an alternate face at all. This is not a figure that needed an alternate face, so I'm glad that LEGO went above and beyond. And there's a quick look at his alternate face with that breathing tube attachment. So aside from Vulture's jetpack, the only build in this set is this giant like quadcopter drone for Spider-Man. I love the color scheme here, and it was a pretty interesting design using like these A-frame pieces to get that quadcopter look. But I have no idea if this is going to be in the movie. I feel like there's no way it is, right? Like this really seems like something that LEGO would make up, which is fine because the movie has a lot of spoilers. So I'm just hoping we get some more accurate spoilery sets like in 2022. But I mean, I think it's cool. Like I said, I really like the black and gold color scheme. I love the sticker designs here that look exactly like Spidey's suit, and especially this one on this little shield. Like, I just think it's really awesome. I love getting this Nexonites piece in this like drum lacquered gold. I don't know if we've seen that before. And you do have a couple of stud shooters on top. Those are pretty easy to fire off. Just hit some deviants off screen. But you can open this like cockpit area, and it's actually using one of the like little mech pieces that were introduced with Nexonites, and they're now used on the smaller Marvel mechs. So you can open that up, and you do have like the smallest little seat for Spidey, and there are no controls, which is kind of a shame. I would have even taken like a sticker in that piece to show like some controls. I just like it when, you know, you've got like actual details. But he sits in there and he looks really good, again, because the color scheme is just so consistent. I really, really like that appearance. And then he just folds up pretty tightly, and you can just see him through the little gaps in the side. You do have another sticker on the front. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. Kind of looks like spider eyes, so that's cool. Other than that, though, there's not like much else to talk about. The propellers move because they're on frictionless Technic pins, but you can't really, or sorry, I guess the rotors, not the propellers. But like there's nothing to make them all spin at once. You've just got some more stickers in here, and then you can't even like adjust these things really. So it really is like kind of just for the look of it, but I do like the design because this isn't something that we see from Lego often. There are some things going on at the back though. If you flip up this part with the stickers, there's actually a little storage compartment back there, and that has one of these like kind of techie spidery designs from like the comic-based sets in like 2018, in like December 2018. So that's cool. Don't know what that's all about. Don't know if it's something from the movie, but again, probably not. And then you also have this little like rope, or I guess web at the bottom, so you can adjust that, and you can actually like kind of angle it up and down a bit so you can get some different looks. But the idea there is that you can just grab Spidey out of the cockpit, and then I guess he can just set the drone to autopilot, because I mean it is a drone, right, not like a vehicle, and then he can swing from this web. So that's cool. I mean, I like this piece. I just kind of wish that Lego had used the regular string, because you do have to put him all the way down at the end, and you can fly him around, but like, I kind of would have preferred if we had just gotten his regular webbing in pearl gold. A, because it would be a really cool piece, and then B, because then he could grip it along like any length and not just at the bottom. That basically does it for this build though. Like I said, it doesn't really do much. It just kind of looks good, and it's fun to look at, and it is fun to mess around with. Like, I do love it when minifigures get to dangle like on strings off of ships, so I do really like this feature. There are actually some really great extra pieces in this set, including the full set of those golden web pieces, which again are just gorgeous, and an extra mouth breathing apparatus for Vulture. We've got a typical $20 Lego box. I think it's really funny that Vulture is like running on the ground, even though the whole point of Vulture is that he flies. And then you've got that little inspired by Homecoming. That is the wonderful integrated suit from the new movie, which looks really, really nice. And then around the back, you've just got some of the play features. And then, hey, look, Vulture is actually kind of flying for once. The instruction manual is fairly standard, and at the back we do have an ad for the Infinity Saga sets, but nothing for the other No Way Home sets, which is kind of strange. Overall, I think that this is a pretty great set. I really love both of the builds here. It's very nice to have a regular just MCU Vulture out on the market with a great build for the wings after 4 years. And Spider-Man's drone is a really interesting build. I really like the design of it, even though I doubt it's going to be something that we see in the movie. And I love the minifigures. Both of them are good. I think that this is great value for $20. The only thing is that I feel like these builds are kind of like hard to play with. I don't know, they're definitely hard to pose up. Like, you'll notice this is not the most like attractive pose for like the end of a review. I can't even get Spidey to be like going to this side because of how much tension there is in that string. But I don't know, just like playing with these seems like it would be really hard. Like, I've got, you know, big hands. I'm an adult man at this point. But like flying with these things, it seems like it would be annoying, because Vulture's wings just want to like move everywhere. They won't stay in one place. And I have to say, I do like the way they come in like this, because I think that that's a really cool look. But I don't want them to be like that all the time. So just imagining being a kid and like trying to play with these things, and then like Vulture's wings are like going everywhere at once, and like you can't get Spidey to do anything you want. I don't know, it just seems kind of irritating to me. So I do think that it would be better if Vulture's wings were ratcheted at the point where they join the body, or if the drone was like just a less awkward size. Like, this is a pretty awkward build. Like, we don't see stuff like this from Marvel often. It looks like more stuff should move. Like, it does feel kind of flimsy here, even though it's not really going to break unless you really tug on it. So I don't know, like, the builds look really good, but they're just not my favorite in terms of playability. If there's any set that like I needed to put on clear stands to display it well, it would be this one. So that's my review of this set. I still think that you should buy it if you're a Spider-Man fan, especially for that awesome black and gold suit. But don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.